And a very good day and warm welcome to this week's Brass Band World News. I'm Peter, guiding you through 15 minutes of the latest movements, stories and musical movements shaping our global brass band community. So wherever you're listening from, this is your space to reconnect with the heartbeat of banding across the world. This week, we'll take a closer look at the contests that have been turning heads, the conductors making bold moves, and the recordings that are already sparking conversation. We start in the United Kingdom, where the regional contest season has delivered another year of compelling performances. Adjudicators have spoken of a renewed sense of musicality, bands leaning into expressive detail, shaping phrases with real intention, and showing a deep respect for the score. The first and second sections in particular continue to rise in standard, with several ensembles producing performances that would not have looked out of place at the very top level. In the championship section, the established giants remain formidable, but there is growing sense that several ambitious challengers are closing the gap. It's creating a wonderfully competitive landscape, one where nothing can be taken for granted anymore, and every performance now counts. And one result that's been drawing particular attention this week comes from the contest series. Girvan delivered a performance that has been widely praised for his clarity, control, and sheer musical intelligence. The success wasn't simply about technical execution, though that was immaculate, but about the way the band shaped the score with real emotional depth. There's a sense now that Girvan are not just competing, they're contending, and doing so with a distinctive musical voice, a well-deserved success and a real statement of intent for the season ahead. Across the North Sea, the Scandinavian scene continues to flourish. Norwegian bands are pushing technical boundaries with remarkable confidence, while Denmark's growing banding culture is producing ensembles with a strong sense of identity and musical discipline. And we turn now to the Southern Hemisphere, where the New Zealand National Championships have once again delivered a week of outstanding music making. The New Zealand Nationals remain one of the most vibrant and fiercely contested events in the global calendar. The championship section showcased performances of real authority and emotional weight, while the lower sections demonstrated the strength of New Zealand's development pathway. Youth and community bands continue to thrive, and the future of the movement looks exceptionally bright. Meanwhile, in North America, preparations are now underway for the next round of major championships. Several bands have announced new signings and artistic partnerships, signalling a season of ambition and renewed competitive energy. A rich, diverse and truly global contest landscape, and plenty more still to come. Turning now to personal news, and it's been a week of significant movement on the conductor front. Several UK Championship section bands have confirmed new musical directors as they prepare for the next contest cycle. What's striking this year is the blend of experience and fresh perspective, seasoned conductors stepping into new challenges, and younger musicians taking on major roles with confidence and vision. It's a reminder that banding thrives when tradition and innovation walk hand in hand. Across Europe, bands in Switzerland and Belgium have also announced changes at the helm. Swiss ensembles continue to invest heavily in artistic development, with conductors bringing a strong sense of precision and clarity to their work. And in Japan, the brass band scene continues its remarkable growth. More bands, more concerts, more collaborations. Japan is fast becoming one of the most exciting and dynamic banding regions in the world. Their commitment to educate, ensemble discipline and musical excellence is inspiring. We also mark the retirement of several long-serving conductors this month. Their careers span decades of contesting, recording and community music making. Tributes are poured in from players past and present, reflecting the profound impact these individuals have had on their bands and their communities. The baton passes on, but the legacy still remains. Let's now turn to new recordings and repertoire. Several top-flight bands have announced upcoming albums, and there is a clear trend emerging: themed programming. Albums built around a single idea, a narrative arc, or a composer's voice. It's a refreshing shift, one that invites listeners to experience brass band music as a journey rather than a collection of standalone tracks. Composers across the UK and Europe continue to produce fresh repertoire, new concert works, new test pieces, and new solo items. Many of them blending traditional brass band scoring with cinematic harmony, rhythmic drive, and contemporary colour. It's a repertoire that feels rooted in tradition, but unafraid to explore new territory. And there's another development generating real excitement. The National Brass Band campaigns are set to return. These campaigns have once cornered the national music advocacy, bringing bands into schools, public spaces and cultural events with a sense of purpose and unity. The return signals a renewed commitment to visibility, education and long-term sustainability. Early indications suggest a broad, inclusive approach, support for youth bands, resources for community outreach, and a renewed push to highlight the cultural value of brass banding. It feels like the right initiative at the right moment, a chance to rebuild audiences, strengthen local connections, and remind the wider public that brass banding is a living, evolving part of our musical landscape. And finally, a word on the lifeblood of our movement. Community and youth bands across the world, training bands, youth ensembles and community groups continue to thrive. The rehearsals are full of energy, curiosity and the joy of discovery. They are the future of banding, and yes, the future definitely looks bright. And unfortunately, that brings us to the end of this week's Brass Bands World News. I'm Peter. Thank you for joining me again in the studio. I'll be back soon with some more stories, more music, and more from the world of brass band. Until then, take care, keep listening, and let's keep brass banding alive. I'm Peter Webster, and that was your weekly brass band entertainment, and brass band world news from here at Sounds of Brass Radio.